Hello everyone, CrystalFissure here. Today I'm here with a Spyro Reignited Trilogy video that I wanted to do quite a while ago, but I ran out of time. So instead I'm going to do it now. I know most people, if not almost everyone watching this video, has actually seen these upcoming images here, but I want to talk about every single one of them, all 80 plus of them, starting with of course, Lofty Castle. So this is all this incredible Spyro Reignited Trilogy artwork that is very much heavily inspired by the original game, but you can see the flair of what later it becomes in the Reignited Trilogy very soon. You've got here high caves, which just looks beautiful. So this is really just going to be me commentating over images here. Very basic sort of video. I'm not going to be no video footage. It's just me talking about what I think of each image. So if that's too boring to you guys, don't watch it, but I just mainly want to chill out, sit back, relax. You know, maybe I should do this in like an ASMR style, like this. This is Dark Passage, as you can see. Very, you know, like sort of like what's it called? Like a, you know, I don't know, one of those you know, plane attendants guys. Of course, Sunny Flight, and there's different art styles here as well. You know, which sort of I guess suggest that there were multiple people working on them. By the way, these images were actually leaked as thanks to the achievements on the Xbox One. So the original ones, the trophy images, were actually smaller versions of these images, are slightly different as well. This one actually captures, you know, large images of this. This is Dry Canyon, and truly, it's such a, like, this is great. Like, I mean, like, remember what I was talking about how we needed this to be, you know, an art book? I want every single one of these images to be in the art book and more. This art book is fastly racking up in price. Clifftown here, I think that in general, I'd pay $50 at least for this at this point, for a beautiful art book. This is an amazing shot of Artisans, and it just shows just how detailed, even, you know, like these are obviously, you know, art renditions of the original levels and stuff like that and Reignited, but like it just shows that the original Spyro had so much character, and you can apply so much detail to these, you know, what was, you know, the original environments, like Toasty here, right? Obviously this is modern with, you know, more detail, you know, art style wise than, you know, the original, of course, because, you know, you can paint and stuff like that, but this is based on the original one, so it's truly beautiful just to see it actually play out like this. Then you've got here, this is Misty Bog. I've like completely plopped these images in just randomly, essentially. So I'm like having to guess the level like on spot. So it's almost like kind of like a Spyro quiz for me, you know what I mean? I just wanted to do this again because we're so close to release now. This is, of course, the Magic Crafter's Homewood. We're so close to release now that I want to just sort of sit back, relax, reflect on everything that we've done. So I'll kind of talk about other stuff as well throughout this as we cycle through, because, you know, there's so much news and stuff like that coming with all the download debacle and everything like that. And you know what? I just want to sit back and relax and wait for this game to be released, do my work, and, you know, do the stream and start LPing it, and it's just going to be great fun. This is, of course, this is really accurate to me. This looks really good. This is Nasty Nork, you know, Nasty Nork's lair sort of thing. This is Wizard Peak. Now, Peak, you know, high up in the sky, obviously mountains. Is this going to be a windy looking level? This looks quite dark. We haven't seen any footage from Wizard Peak yet, so I'm really excited about that. That's for sure. Icy Flight, you know, Aurora Borealis at this time of year, right up there. Very cool. This is going to be a really fun level to play in Reignited, I'm sure, if this artwork is anything to go by. This shot is actually beautiful. This is fantastic. This is, I believe, not Magic Crafters, Dreamweavers, and man, it just looks like it's sort of like a country town sort of vibe. Like it's interesting. It's really interesting, in fact. Blowhard, yeah, again, let's go back. I mean, wow, like that other one. I'm really intrigued to see how this homeworld's going to actually look, because we haven't seen it. It's actually good. This is kind of a bit of a visual reminder of the levels that we haven't seen yet and the levels that we have. So yeah, Blowhard looking very cool. This is Metalhead. We've seen a very small part of Metalhead and some artwork of the boss, but nothing much. Going for a different color in this, more of a bluish tone in this rather than the greeny brown, but still a creative piece of artwork regardless. By the way, the guys, irregardless is not a word. I learned that when I was like maybe 14, 15. I remember writing it and someone was like, nope, that is not a word. That is indeed a fake word. But it kind of feels like it could be a word. You know what I mean? Like, that's how I look at it. It kind of feels like, yeah, that could make sense. That was Sparks there, by the way. Night Flight looking fantastic. I really, to be honest, let's be honest. Like, I could say, oh, here's another great image. Here's another fantastic image. Like, every image to me looks pretty damn cool. Now you can like or dislike Reignited Trilogy, but this is damn awesome. This is what's so interesting though, is like this has got to be just an inside joke, because look, you've got like you've got like a Dark Hollow cutscene thing over there. You've got like original, like this is actually original artwork. In fact, they've probably just gone to Google Images and found half these images with that. This is Jacques, and it's looking more mysterious and mystical, than the original game. And I wonder what that's going to look like when we actually see it, properly in game. And Jacques, of course, himself. This is Treetops looking as radiant as ever, absolutely radiant. That is a lot of light coming from that section. That is not what it ended up looking like in the final level. But you know what? Toys Rob love their wood. They've always got a bit of a hard on. You know what I mean? And yeah. Oh, Town Square looking very regal. Looks like something. Reminds me, for some reason, something out of Monster. Naoki. What's his name? Naoki. I can't remember who actually wrote Monster, but Monster, the anime manga, fantastic. One of my favorite shows of all time. Manga, anime, whatever, like television. This is Dark Hollow. What I like about Dark Hollow here is you've got the dragon statue made out of presumably grass, hedging one's bets. A lot of books, a castle in the background, which intrigues me. I've always loved that kind of vibe, that detail, that extra detail. This is Beastmaker's home, looking very tropical and swampy and disgusting, but also beautiful. Like it's kind of one of those things where it's like this is cool. This is tribal. Got that tribal vibe. Again, another sort of style of art here as we explore Alpine Ridge. We've only really seen pictures of Alpine Ridge. I'm really curious to see Alpine Ridge properly, especially this section here that's highlighted. I hope it looks good. I hope it looks as good as that screenshot. North Cove. I like it. The sunset, I hope the sunset remains in the final version, because I think that's, it's, skyboxes have so much potential in the modern day. You can still make them look classic, but like you just got the extra colors, you got the extra detail. It's actually beautiful. Now, is this? Well, what level is this? This is Terrace Village? No, wait. I'm actually. You know what? I'm tapping out here because I actually can't remember what. I think that's got to be. It's got to be another Misty Bog one or whatever. Or maybe I'm completely wrong. I think I'm actually wrong there. I forgot. This is Haunted Towers, the courtyard, I guess not courtyard, sort of outside ending section of the level. An interesting choice for this to be the art, but they've gone for sort of a minimalistic style in this image as well. So that's that. Then we've got another kind of classical. It reminds me of like this. I don't know. It's like this old mystical fantasy, children's book sort of thing, but with like real detail of Stone Hill. This is great. This is like rehashing my memory. I haven't looked at these pictures for months now. Oh man, this is freaking awesome. I love this one. It's Peacekeepers, and look at the color of the like the purplish sort of hazy kind of goo that they use, and you see the background there as well. Interestingly enough, yeah, the target will knock down another rock as well. Then we've got Ice Cavern. This was seen fairly early on this screenshot. I remember I got this screenshot as part of a press kit type thing with Pez back in the day. So shout out to them, and shout out to Logan. I know you got an exciting new project working on soon that we'll talk about very soon as well. Then this is Twilight Harbour. Quite the stir with some fans with the whole changing the goo guns, but apparently according to one of the members of Toys Bob, they thought that it actually would thematically fit, that it would be like a goo factory. So that's an interesting prospect. This is Dr. Shemp, the Doctor's Hemp. Love the detail, love the crumbling rocks in that section there. I hope that remains in the final version as well. All these kind of ideas and deviations from the original, but while still maintaining that original vibe. That's really what to me is absolutely integral to this project, being as good as it will be, I hope. This game has to be good for the future of Spyro to, well, it really has to just sell, but I think it has to be good and sell, you know, and hopefully we get both. Then we start off here with Spyro 2 now, finally on to Spyro 2. We've got a beautiful shot here, and this is where it actually looks better in the artwork than it does in the level. You know, that kind of a hazy, sort of weird sort of lighting sort of flying over it actually looks better, you know, in the artwork than it does in-game. But to be honest, the in-game still looks good. But yeah, this is Metro Speedrun. We've just recently saw some Metro Speedway content. This is absolutely fantastic. Love the way that these artists do the lighting here. Oh, this one, just when I saw this, I freaked. I love Crystal. I love Crystal Glacier. Maybe because it's in my username. I just love it. It's truly fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Then Canyon Speedway. What is Canyon Speedway going to look like? Because that's another one that hasn't been shown. And this is good because it's showing everything that we have seen, everything that we haven't. Canyon Speedway could be a low-key banger by the end of it. Then Crusher's Dungeon. I remember if you guys see my Crusher's Dungeon video where I tried to sort of recreate this kind of vibe. Again, this is where they really deviated. They deviated septum. They changed up the idea from the original. I think I prefer the original, as I said in that one, but I can see why they went for this kind of dungeon vibe. Then we've got Gulp's Overlook, which again I think this one looks a bit closer to the original kind of vibe, original style. But I'm hoping that I'm hoping it's gonna look good. Is this the next one, Riptor's Arena? No. Oh, Shady Oasis, man. This is a cool shot. That is a really cool shot. It's I don't even have anything to say there. I just think that's a really, really nice shot. The lighting shining through the ceilings. Very excited to see Shady Oasis. Speaking of another Oasis, here we've got Scorch, and Scorch is looking absolutely boiling in temperature, and the color of the skybox there, what an interesting choice. Like this is the kind of lighting that, man, if it looked anything like this in game, I'm gonna be excited. Haruko's looking cool as well. Something's going off in the ISGP Discord server. Yeah, I love this, how there's like lots of lighting. Hopefully that will remain in the final version as well. Can't wait to see the sort of the gear grinder douchebags. It's going to be interesting. Icy Speedway, we have seen some of Icy Speedway, and you know what, fairly accurate, you know, in terms of what it ends up being, like the image here. I think it ends up being fairly accurate to what this looks like, but yeah, I like. Then here we go. This is what's it called again? Not Molten Crater. I always get it mixed up. I always get Magma Cone. That's the one. Magma Cone. Oh, Fracture Hills. We've seen a little bit of Fracture Hills, but I'm curious to see what the other fawns are going to look like. I feel like they're going to attract the attention of many different fans that are not just fans of Spyro, if you know what I'm saying. This one here, this is Zephyr. Yeah, what a creative Jack and the Beanstalk sort of, again, so whimsical and so detailed. Like, I love it. That's why this video is coming out in 1080p and like 12 megabits of, you know, rendering or whatever, because this is what you want to see. Now this, I've heard some people that went to Toys for Bob, like Canadian guy, and that apparently Dragon Shores is sick. And this is cool. This is more of a theme park. This is more of a holiday place. Like, this is the kind of vibe. Like, the original vibe is amazing, but this kind of vibe's different, but I like it, you know? Then we've got Glimmer here. Glimmer looking a little bit lighter in this shot than it does in-game. Like, that section down there, it gets quite dark. But I actually really like this shot here. This looks something straight out of what Insomniac would do, especially with the... Oh, what the fuck? That's Aquaria Towers, isn't it? Now that is a vibe. That is a vibe and a half, my friends. That is like... Damn. Whoever did this, again, whoever designed this this piece of artwork, incredible. Speaking of incredible, we have Autumn Plains, which I'm sure everyone is excited to do that big glide. This is great. I'm really enjoying doing this video. You guys might not be enjoying it, but I'm really actually enjoying just sitting back and chilling. You know, I'm going to give myself 17 seconds to each level. Man, that is going to be fantastic. This is, what's it called? The Mystic Marsh. Ooh, haven't seen anything in Mystic Marsh yet. The enemies, how are they going to design them? That's what I'm curious about. How the hell are they going to design the enemies? Because the enemies were straight up bizarre in the original game. Then we have Metropolis as well. Cannot wait to see Metropolis. Robotica Farms. I'm a big fan of these third world levels. Like I just think that they're really beautiful and they've got a very unique design. And it's Insomniac. I feel like Insomniac really went all out with those levels. You know, Flip Gordon's all out party. This is an almost like 3D render to me. This looks like damn cool. It's kind of a very, very, very bright day in the sky. Like just almost overcast. Like it's just, yeah. Wow. Okay. Going for it. They're going for it. Yeah, we haven't really seen much of Sunny Beach, actually. Only like that brief screenshot. Then we have Ripto's Arena here, which we recently just saw. I'm not covering that stuff because it's like cutscene spoilers. I don't want to spoil like the end of Spyro 2 for you guys. Like, you know, we don't need that. We don't need that. Now, this is a shot of... They're going for like a book shop thing. I wonder if they're going to go with a Mystic City book gift shop thing, you know, because that was the original level name. This is Cloud Temples. What a cool shot of Cloud Temples. I never would have thought of doing something like that. Robotica Farms. This could be a low-key banger. Actually, you know what? Screw low-key. It could be a high-key banger. I actually dig this aesthetic majorly. Baseball. Okay, then this is a shot of Breeze Harbor, and the lava there is looking gorgeous, very, very purple, much like the footage that ended up coming out that I theorized maybe had that purple filter over it. Filter? What am I talking about? Filter? Yeah, that's cool. The background there as well. Skelos Badlands, Skelos. I always say Skelos, but I hear Americans say Skelos Badlands. Yeah, the cactus in the foreground here. Bacon in the foreground, according to Phil Dunphy. That was one of his proposed band names. This is Colossus, and you can see in the background actually, and that's good attention to detail there. You can see the professor area, which apparently is going to be lit green, and we'll see if it is in the final version. But yeah, I've been now talking for just 17 minutes straight. This is crazy. Okay, Ocean Speedway. Ocean Speedway looks very nice. I like it. I like it a lot. I like that they actually chose the shot of that, which was a really unique design choice. Like driving, you know, like flying around there. I always thought that was really cool, just how it appeared. And this is Summer Forest, and this is looking straight out of a DreamWorks movie or something like that. Like this is beautiful. Like the blue water. I love a lot. Absolutely, 100%. A lot. Then we've got Winter Tundra, which I, again, can't wait to see. We've only really seen some screenshots of it. I cannot wait to see the area where Moneybags is, and I can't wait to see up there like the entrance to Ripto's Arena, whether it's going to be exactly the same, where you walk into like a black sort of abyss here. Then we start Spyro 3, and we started off with an absolute bang with Evening Lake Homeworld. The colors, they've got them perfectly to me. The sort of deep blue water, the dark orange, sort of brownish sort of tone, and the light one. Now this is theorized to be, people think that, I'm pretty sure people are 90% sure this is Fireworks Factory, because of the, I mean, it's weird that people are like, oh, could it be? But yeah, I mean, you look inside, like it's got the dragon patterns, it's Fireworks Factory, 100%. Yeah, people kind of confused at the beginning. Anyway, enough of that. Let's talk about this very briefly. This is amazing. I love Midday Gardens, one of my favorites. One of my favorite ever tech shacks as well. Desolate Gardens, I did that. Check that out. I really want you guys to check out the tech shacks if you haven't seen it, because I just love it. This is an interesting thing because it definitely isn't dark in the new version, in the Reignited version, but this is Frozen Altars, one of my favorite levels as well, with some great music and some, the new version sounds and looks pretty darn good. Then we've got Molten Crater. This looks like the Tiki Lodge section, which I'm sure will be gorgeous. We haven't, Sergeant Bird, man. Sergeant Bird is not getting a chance to shine yet, but let's hope that he is just as well controlled. I mean, the original one is a bit of annoying control, but yeah. And Haunted Tomb, I love Haunted Tomb. I've always loved Haunted Tomb, and you can call me a Haunted Tomb mega fan because I actually dig it, and this is a very, very perfect rendition of it in my eyes. Speaking of perfect renditions, no, this is another cool shot of Evening Lake, the entrance to Frozen Altars, geez, Lost Fleet. And you know what, like, talking about this, you realize just how much of your brain, right? Your brain just flashes to stuff instantaneously. Like, how we can look at this and go, okay, that's Enchanted Towers. Like, you just immediately notice. Like, you ever thought about the psychology of that? I know this is no, it's 12:48 a.m. I'm getting delusional now. I love it. This is, again, another perfectly accurate shot of what Enchanted Towers looked like in the original and looks like now. Bamboo Terrace, again, another accurate shot. They're just loving this. Whoever got to do this, the team that got to do this design, truly understands Spyro To me, if you disagree, that's okay. But to me, I mean, look at this. I'm already looking at the preview. The next one, look, boom. That's exactly it. Like Insomniac just was so creative, you know, like everything that they did. Think about this. Like, you compare it to Crash Bandicoot. You know, they had to do a few amazing level designs, and they of course did, but they repeated them. These were all original concepts, every single darn level. Now, this is a shot here of Buzz's Dungeon. Some people thought that maybe this is actually a 3D render because look on the right, look at that rock, it almost looks like it's curved in a 3D manner, or the artwork is just so genuinely impressive that that's what it is. But yeah, they're going very, very mysterious there. Then this, again, another accurate use of color theory here because this is, to me, a perfect example of Seashell Shore. She sells seashells by the seashore. Another one, DJ Khaled. This is beautiful Sergeant Bird's base, and I don't have anything to say but wow. Thank you for releasing this picture and releasing me. All right, this is Icy Peak, a more subdued Icy Peak, focusing on the roofs more, the roofs more than the background. Everything kind of fades into the background. It's a bit more murky, but I dig it. I dig everything, let's be honest. Now, this is some cool stuff, and I actually really love the different designs here that they have. I wish that we'd almost see these kind of textures applied, this kind of art style, and like in the actual game, and not just Spark Levels, because this is Spider Town. Yeah, I was almost forgetting. I was trying to think about it. Then we have Cloud Spies, and what I like about this Cloud Spies is it kind of looks a little bit more like the old one. A lot of the people didn't like the fact there's all the rocks and stuff like that everywhere compared to like the cloud sort of things, but this is more like of a cloudy thing, and yeah, I can really appreciate what they were going for here. Speaking of what they were going for here, I feel like they've captured the Harbour Speedway really, really well, especially with the murkiness. I wonder if it's going to be as murky in the original, in the new game in Reignited, because the skybox of this level in the original game was like really like subdued, really basic. This is Bentley's Outpost, and it almost looks like there's an alien influence here with the way that the lighting sort of shines through in that little section on the left. Look at that. That's wild. That is a trip. That is a trippy red. All right, they're going real nautical and coral and SpongeBob SquarePants right here with Lost Fleet. Damn. It's going for the skull and crossbones. This is what happens when you just talk for 23 minutes straight, right? You basically just start talking absolute shite. Then this is Starfish Reef. Again, this is such a beautiful picture. I want to see a fully fledged Spyro level in this style. Toys for Bob, do it. Make a sequel. Call it, like just like Smash Mouth All Star 2. Call it freaking look at Spyro's eyes here. Just call it Starfish Reef 2 or Seashell Shore 2. And the fans will accept it. What I won't accept here somehow is the fact that there's no water anymore or portal in Sunrise Spring. Damn. This is Dinah Mines, which we've recently seen, and Dinah Mines again to me captured the original vibe pretty well. This reminds me of something out of Toy Story Woody's Roundup. Woody's Roundup, come on and join the gang. There's Jesse the ogre. You're the hero. Okay. This is an interesting... Look at the trees that they've decided to put here in Spike's arena. Damn. Cool. This is different. Spike looks really different in this as far as the artwork that we've seen so far, but I hope it's good. This is Honey Speedway. Honey Speedway again. They made like a honey marsh level in Enter the Dragonfly. I need to see another honey bee themed level in theoretical Spyro 4. So Toys of Bob, if you're doing a Spyro 4, let's make it happen. And let's make it happen now, because this is beautiful, the way they use the skybox as well. Country Speedway, genuinely one of the greatest pieces of artwork I've seen in the Spyro series. I just could talk about this forever. Just how friendly it is. You got the cows in the background, cows driving. I am in awe of this picture, and I love it, and I want it to be my background. Now this is an interesting shot. This is what's it called? Scorched Pit. And it's a pit inside, what is it, a giant whale? Is it a shark? What kind of animal is it? And how did any of this actually play out and work? Because there's some serious questions in to be answered. This is Agent 9's lab, which we recently saw in a cutscene. You'll see that it sort of revolves around. You can see the end of the level and the start of the level. It almost looks like a snail thing. Yeah, is it like a snail? Looks like an electronic snail. That's the portal or something like that. I don't know. Is that what they're going for? This is amazing. The backgrounds here, the sorceress's lair, all of the different stuff there they're going on in the background. This is going to be wild. What is that like sun type ball up there that's cracking? What the absolute hell is that? I'm intrigued. I'm very intrigued. This is a shot of, what is it, Mushroom Speedway. Yep, I like Mushroom Speedway, and I like this image a lot. I don't know why it looks like there's a portal type thing going on there, but hey, I'll take it, and we'll question it later. Yeah, Sheila. It's Sheilas Out. Wow. Just wow. This is really, we've seen a little bit of Sheilas Out. I like the fact that it's, well, you know, it's not very icy here, but it's icy sort of at the top, and the cloud style, the art style there is really cool. This is the sorceress's sort of like the cutscene section. You can actually see me playing in this in a hack where I actually was able to get into this room thanks to, I believe it was Steve Blockhead. Yeah, it was Steve. Thanks, Steve. Always providing the goods. But yeah, that's really nice. Very old school. Then, oh, this is one of my favorite levels. Charmed Ridge is one of my favorite levels. I feel like because, you know, Toy Story kind of do that childish sort of style well, and that kind of, I don't know, like nursery rhyme, not nursery rhyme, like fantasy story sort of thing with Skylanders and stuff like that. This could be one of the best looking levels in the franchise, you know, in the Reignited Trilogy. Then we've got back another interior sort of cavern section from Sunrise Spring Home, revolving way back to the start of the level. We've got a few more levels left though now. We're going to go to this one here. This is, what is it called? This is more like the original. This is like Sunny Villa, and I prefer this actually. This is like the perfect picture. The actual Sunny Villa is pretty cool, but like this is more in line with the traditional style, that kind of Greek, I don't know, villa. Yeah, well, Sunny Villa. This is Spooky Swamp. Now we've seen a bit of footage from Spooky Swamp. I wish it was more purple, to be honest. And this is the picture that they probably are referencing off this. This is definitely in line with the Toys for Bob version. I do like it, but I do prefer the more purple vibe of the original blue sort of vibe. Then we've got another shot here of Fireworks Factory. And what's all that stuff like steam like pumping into this section? Like, what is the lore about that? Can we get some serious implicative lore? Let's explain that stuff, because you know me and my lore. My friends know that I use the word lore 100 times a day. This is Crystal Islands, which is another one of the levels I'm super excited about. Any level with crystal in it is great, of course. Very, very, very cool. There we go. It's going to be great. And then we have a shot of, no, that's not Crawdad Farm. That is Bugbot Factory? Yeah, I believe that's Bugbot Factory. Oh god, these top-down shots actually make the sparks levels. We've seen nothing from them yet. I wonder how they're going to play. Are they going to be better? You know, with our shooter conventions of the modern day. And finally, ending it is Crawdad Farm. I love Crawdad Farm artwork and stuff like that, the way it looks. And again, as I've said with every one of these, I want them to be an actual level with those kind of textures. Maybe I should do that for like a Spyro texture, actually use Crawdad Farm textures and like make a custom level. That'd be awesome. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this. I cannot believe it's 12:57 a.m. I need to go to bed. I'm going to render this. Let's get it done. I'm going to bed. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this random video. It's just sort of a relaxing, calming, me being monotone, but also not monotone. That's how I describe my voice. It's like, it's kind of monotone, but it's not. At the same time, it has these little inflections that make you seem, no, this guy isn't a boring shithead. He's actually, a friendly, approachable guy. Hopefully. All right, guys, thank you for watching. See you later.